program that I'm going to bring to you today is called Grow Up Green. Grow Up Green is an environmental education program geared to preschool children to get them connected with nature. And Grow Up Green is a part of a bigger part in Parks and Recreation called the Philadelphia Outdoor Experience Program. And that also encompasses many great outdoor activities like skateboarding and outdoor adventures. And we also have 3 environmental education centers in Philadelphia. We have beautiful Pennypack Environmental Center up in Fox Chase area of the city. We have Wissahickon Environmental Center out in beautiful Chestnut Hill. And we also have Cobbs Creek Community Environmental Center out in Cobbs Creek Park in Southwest Philadelphia. So today what we're gonna do, we're gonna talk about what is nature. And I'm gonna do this program like I always do this program. Typically it's in front of kids that are anywhere from 2 years old to 7 years old. And there's anywhere from 5 kids to 500 kids. So we're gonna pretend that you're one of those groups. And if you have any kids in that age group, or even if you're just interested and you wanna find out, hey, what is nature? Stick around and you might learn something, but grab those kids, bring them over, because that's who I'm gonna talk directly to. So, what is nature? What is nature? Who's got answers? The parks? The parks are part of nature. Yeah, the trees are a part of nature. Flowers, birds, yep. Dogs, cats, they're all a part of nature. You're right, they're all a part of nature. But guess what else is a part of nature? This rock's a part of nature. Dirt's a part of nature. Water's a part of nature. The clouds are a part of nature. And sometimes people think to be near nature, you have to get out to the forest or you have to get out to the parks. But guess what? Nature is all around us. We're surrounded by nature every day. You're a part of nature. We're all a part of nature. And we have to take care of nature. Just like we have to take care of ourselves, we have to care about the other parts of the world as well. The air, the water, the soil. And also, there's another part, the sun. Now, we're going to consider a bunch of different parts that we just said, all these different things that were in nature. And we're going to think about some things that aren't nature. So my cell phone here, my cell phone is not nature. My table is not nature. My car is not nature. What else? What's the difference between the things that I said were nature and the things that aren't nature? Well, my cell phone's not alive and my car is not alive. So maybe the difference in nature is that things that are living are nature and things that aren't living aren't nature. But I just said a rock was a part of nature. And we said water was a part of nature. But they're not alive. So that can't be it. Oh, you know what it is? It's that man didn't make these things. So nature is basically anything that man didn't make. And then we got to think about the things that we said that were nature, like the trees and the rocks. Well, the trees are living, we're living, animals are living, but we just said the rocks and the soil and the water weren't living. So what are we going to call those? They're not dead. They were never living, so we can't call them dead. So we're going to actually call them non-living. So we have living parts of nature and then we have non-living parts of nature. And believe it or not, most of the living parts of nature actually need the non-living parts of nature to live and survive and thrive. So let's think about the non-living parts of nature. There's actually 4 that most of us living things in nature really, really need. And the first one I'm going to start with is minerals. So where do we get minerals? Where do we get our minerals from? We get our minerals from food. Now, this dirt is filled with minerals, but I'm not going to pick up the dirt and eat the dirt. No, but this bean that's growing in here. When that grows bigger, I am going to eat those beans. So the bean actually gets the minerals and pulls the minerals up, and I'll get my minerals from eating that bean. So this bean started out as a little seed. I planted that bean in the soil, and it needed a few other things to grow. So one of the other things that we all need in nature, that are living parts of nature, is the minerals and then the water. We all need water. We need water for lots of different things. We don't just need it for our food, but we also need it to clean things and to wash things away. We definitely need to take care of the water as well. And one of the other things that we need is air. We all need air. We can't see the air, but we can feel the air. We can feel when it's windy. It's windy out today. I wanted to do this video outside today, but it was too windy to do the video outside. So we can hear the wind blow through the trees, and we can see the wind blow some things outside. We can make things that will blow out in the wind. If I put this out in the wind right now, this would be blowing and it would look real pretty. So there's lots of things with air where we can see it and we can hear it. We can't really smell it, but we can smell the air blow scents in our direction. You might smell the flowers when the air blows that scent in your direction. But you're not actually smelling the air, you're smelling those flowers. So the other non-living thing that we need is the sun. We all need the sun. The sun, it gives us energy. It's going to give this plant energy. After I planted that seed in the soil and the water came down in the rain, and then the sun helped it grow and sprout. So those are the 4 non-living things in nature that basically all living things need. Minerals, air, water, and sun. So one of the things that I want to talk about a little bit more is the air and trees and the importance of those trees. Us humans, when we breathe in the air, we're breathing in something called oxygen. And when it goes through our lungs, we breathe out carbon dioxide. That carbon dioxide is actually what those trees are going to breathe in. And when those trees get that carbon dioxide inside of them, they're going to turn it around and they're going to breathe out oxygen, which is what we need. So you can see how we need the trees to keep our oxygen going too. There's so many different trees, plants, every little thing basically needs the air. We need that interconnectedness to keep us all safe and to keep Earth turning. So what we're going to do now, we're going to talk about a little program. We're going to talk about something that we can get from trees. We get so many different things from trees, but we get sticks from trees. And sticks should be pretty easy for you guys to find. So you might not have a whole lot of trees in your neighborhood, but you're probably going to be able to find a few. Don't pull them down off the tree. Look on the ground. The best place to look for them is actually tomorrow. Well, not tomorrow, because by the time you guys see this, the weather will be different. But after a windy day, after a little bit of wind, is a good time to go look on the ground underneath the trees for some twigs and some sticks. And right here, what I have with me now is just a whole bunch of different things that we could do with sticks. And I'm going to show you a few. Like I said, this is actually just streamers that were left over from a party that I had with, use this for decorations. And what I like to do, won't last in the rain because it's only paper, but put it outside, put it in a little flower pot and watch it blow in the wind, and it looks real pretty. And one of the other things that we can do with the sticks that we find is we can just wrap it up and just get some old yarn that might be laying around. We actually called this one we use this in programs, we would call this a nature finding stick. And what we would do is we would have the kids, after they wrapped it all up, go over and tap things and see if they could make things grow. And then, what are some other things? If you just have some sticks, you can tie them up and make different shapes with them. This is 3 sticks, and we wrap them there and there and there. And then you can play with the little guys and say, what shape is this? This is a triangle, right? And then, what shape is this? It's a square. We took 4 sticks and we tied them together to make a square. So we needed 3 to make the triangle, and we need 4 to make the square. Then what else can we do? We love to talk about butterflies. We have lots of different programs about butterflies. We usually do a program with about 16 different rec centers where they make a butterfly in a big wooden frame, and we display that at Sister Cities Park in Philadelphia. Unfortunately, we didn't get to do that this year because everybody's home right now, but we might be able to do that again soon. So before a butterfly is a butterfly, what's it start out as? Starts out as a little caterpillar. This little caterpillar is basically started out as a stick. So the stick got wrapped up with pipe cleaners. So basically all you need is a stick and a couple of these guys. You might have them laying around. If you don't have them laying around, you can wrap it up with material. Old t-shirts work good for this too. You can rip them up and roll them around and make a little caterpillar and use that stick as the base. And all you need is a little foam, little ball. Where's my little, there we go. So all you need is the stick, the pipe cleaner, and maybe a couple googly eyes and a little pom-pom. So there you have your caterpillar. After we made the caterpillar, we made a butterfly too. And this butterfly, same thing as I did with this wind thing here. We put the butterfly on top of the stick, and we're gonna stick that into a plant too. Again, it's paper. It's best to use this inside the house on a, put it in a plant on the inside. All you're gonna need for that is a little stencil, a little butterfly stencil. You can find this somewhere. I'm sure there's somewhere online where you can find a butterfly stencil. And just cut that out, and we cut out little orange parts, and we made our own little monarch butterfly, and we glued it together and then taped it on the back. So some of the other things that we've done, we've made big butterflies. These are actually butterfly wings. We had a couple kids help us put these together. This was black construction paper and orange construction paper, electrical tape, and then some little elastic that we bought that, again, you might have it laying around, especially all the people out there right now making some masks. You might have some elastic there, and you could try to make the little butterfly as well. And what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to make you a star. And for the star, we're going to need 5 sticks. You're going to try to want to get 5 sticks that are basically the same length or close to it. You can always, if they're not close enough in size, you can break them down and make them close to size. But I think these guys will do for what we're looking to do. So if you only have 3 sticks, you can make a triangle. If you have 4 sticks, you can make a little square, and you can turn this into a picture frame. You can do lots of things with these once you learn how to wrap them up. But I'm going to show you guys how to make a star. So what you're going to want to do is pick up 2 sticks. I think I will go with these 2 to start. And we're going to hold them right here at the top, and you're going to take a rubber band. You need 5 rubber bands, 5 sticks and 5 rubber bands, and you have a craft. So all you're going to do is wrap that rubber band around the top like this. And then we're going to take another stick, and we're going to put that one right down here in the other corner. Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to use this stick. Yeah, I'm going to use this stick instead. So you're going to do the same thing. You're going to hold those sticks together down here. You're going to wrap it up just like this. So now we're going to have 2 sides that are secure. Here we go. And then I'm going to take this one, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to put it right up here. I'm actually gonna put it like that. And I'm gonna turn it a little bit and wrap it up. So we have 3 of them connected, and then there's 1 stick, and that 1 stick is going to connect these other 2 branches that are still hanging out. Just like this. I'm gonna wrap this up here. Keep smiling. Gotta keep smiling. Alrighty. We've got 1 more left, and that's right down here. I'm gonna wrap that one up right there, and then we have our star. Just wrap that rubber band around there. And then once you have them all connected, you can hang another string on it and hang it somewhere if you have some leftover ribbon. This ribbon was actually from a birthday balloon that just got popped, but I held on to the ribbon. You can put that like that, and you can hang it up and put it on display. You can make a whole bunch of them. You can make them different sizes. You can hang them outside. You can hang them inside. You could add more things to them. I happen to have a few feathers around. Maybe you would tie some feathers to it and really decorate it up real good. Jingle bells, make it a jingle bell star, and sparkly pipe cleaners really look great on it. So there you have it. There's a bunch of different things that you can do with some of the sticks, and I hope you enjoyed your lesson about what is nature. If you enjoyed this program, please like us and look for us again.